Mr. Chair, reintroducing Craig Caulfield.
Thank you again. Thank you to Peter Starr for mentioning the model litigant principles. I've got a dual aspect here, and if you can consider this in the context of the owner-managers that you're still aiming to purchase and the ones that might be unresolved at the moment. Two things that would assist them. One is, could you just reconfirm that you subscribe to model litigant principles? I worked with 13 banks, of which 11, including BOQ and Patrick, agreed to model litigant principles. So I very much appreciated that. When it gets to a legal dispute, the model litigant principles kick in as fairness principles.
Yep.
So that is one I would like you to just confirm.
Yes.
And secondly, we've seen with some big companies such as Optus and indeed PricewaterhouseCoopers that when you're in legal disputes, obtaining documents, etc., legal professional privilege is used. Now, in the case of PwC, at the parliamentary inquiry, there was a lot of documents that PwC said, no, we won't provide, they are legal professional privilege. It turned out that 2/3 of those hundreds of documents should have been provided. If we look at Optus, Optus had legal advice, their data breach, widespread that affected millions of people, they withheld information. Later, through the federal court, they had to provide it. So why I mention it here is if you're in dispute, and it ties in with model litigant principles, is there's a fairness to providing any documents that are required by both parties. So could you confirm or debate, that model litigant principles is on foot?
Well, I can confirm that.
Legal professional privilege.
I can confirm that, Craig, but we're a bit earlier into this process. The examples that you gave of other companies, we have a notice of dispute from a number of our, from one group of owner managers, and that's been talked about in the media as well. And we are in the process of now engaging meaningfully and openly with each of those representatives or managers themselves directly. And we're not acquiring their businesses. We're converting the franchise agreement. We're ending a franchise agreement and going back to corporate operation. So we're not exactly buying a business.
That didn't really answer I think you answered the model litigant principles, yes, you subscribe, and that's on board.
The answer was yes to that, yes.
Particularly that applies to the external lawyers dealing. But the legal professional privilege, will you be fair? Can there be, when there's going to be some disputes, we're talking to the future, we're not talking now. So that when there's an argument and they require some documents, that you will look at that on a fair basis. There are some documents that you
The answer is yes.
Yes.
We absolutely yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.